Hello and welcome. So today we're going to be completing the week 3 of the Sirdar Halloween crochet along, and we're going to be starting in this one here. So it's the vertical one with the 5 squares, and we're starting with the skeleton at the bottom. So that's going to be the right hand side panel of the blanket. So we're going to start with the skeleton one, and we're going to go right into this corner here, and we need our clementine, so we'll grab this. There we go. So we're going to go into the corner, yarn over, and we're going to pull through, and then we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And now we're just going to do a double crochet all the way along until we get to the corner. So insert hook into the first stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2. Insert, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2. Oh, let's come off. There we go. And again. And we keep going, and we're going to be doing this all the way along, but we need to make sure that we go into each of the corner spaces as well. We also need to, once we've completed going across this skeleton square, we need to count our stitches and make sure we have the right number for the rows coming up afterwards. So this is the beginning of the witch's tights. And we keep going. Although I am British, I use the US terminology just because I feel it makes more sense. So yeah, so this would be a British treble, but because you're going through 2 and then going through 2 again, I find it makes more sense that it's a double crochet because you're doing the same action twice. And then for the US treble, I feel that because you're doing the same action 3 times, it makes sense. Don't know how you guys feel about that. If you'd like to comment, we can discuss it in the comment section. So we keep going. Oh, keep slipping out. I haven't done any crocheting today, so I'm just warming up. So we're nearly there. Last one that isn't into a corner space. So now we need to count. So we have our chain 3 over here. So that does count as a stitch, but I'm not counting that one just now. I'm hoping that we have 19. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Perfect. So that's what we need. And then we'll double crochet into the corner, just like so. And then just pull that end out. I haven't weaved that in yet. And yarn over, double crochet into this corner. And again, we'll go all the way across, and minus the corners, we should have 19 stitches in every square. So I will meet you at the end. So we've gone all the way across, we're nearly at the end, we've just got a couple more stitches to do, so we'll complete that. So again, it's still double crochets all the way along and including into the corner stitch. And then we need to quickly count, make sure that we have the right amount of stitches. One more, and then we'll count. So we have the one in the corner stitch here, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So that's great, that's our count correct. And then one final double crochet into this corner stitch. So then we're going to pull up a loop, grab our scissors, give that a snip, pull that through, and then just pull that tighter. There we go. So now the next row, we need to turn our work so that we're working along the back till it's the back, because that's where all the ends are that I haven't weaved in. I will do that at some point. It's my least favourite job. And then we're going to grab our black, and then we're going to go into this chain space, the chain 3 that we've just done. Don't pull that out though. So we're going to yarn over, try and keep your tail in the back because this is the back of the work. So we're going to yarn over, and we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So again, that counts as a double crochet. And then we are going to double crochet all the way along again. So next stitch, double crochet, doesn't want to go through, there we go. And we're going to keep going all the way along. This time we know our counts right, so as long as we hit every stitch all the way across, we should have the right amount of stitches. So I will meet you when this row is completed, because it's just the same as the row that we did before. So I'll meet you at the end. So we're nearly at the end of this row, so we'll just keep working to the end. So double crochets all the way along. Quite easy rows, and then we'll be getting into the warts a little bit later on. So that's just a cluster stitches, or so a number of double crochets all into the same stitch, and then we're hoping that it'll pop out into the front, but we're not there yet, so we'll just keep going. Nearly at the end, a couple more stitches to go. And then we need to make sure that we work in to our chain 3 at the end. So this is our last full stitch. And then here's our chain 3. So we need to yarn over and get into the top of that chain 3, which can be a little bit fiddly. And that is our last double crochet, so we're going to pull up a loop, get entangled here, and then pull that tail tight, just like that. So now we need to turn our work again. So now we've got the front facing us, and you can start to see our stripes. So now we're going to get our clementine again, and again we're working on the right hand side, and we're going to chain 3 to start. So insert our hook, place our yarn on our hook and pull it through, and then we're going to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, and again it's the same again. So into your next stitch we're going to double crochet, and again that chain 3 counts as a double crochet. So I need to redo that one because my yarn split. So if your yarn ever does split, just redo the stitch, because then that stitch is going to be weaker and you don't want it to end up snapping when you're using your blanket, or if you're washing it. You don't want it to snap, because then all your work will unravel and it'll be very difficult to fix. So again, we're just double crocheting all the way along, and you're going to be doing this on both of your panels that have 5. So you need to make sure that when you do the next one, so this one's going to be, so it's on the right hand side. On your next one, you're going to be doing this on the left hand side of your other 5 panel, because this is going to be the outside of the blanket before we get the border. So again, just double crocheting all the way along, and we're getting this stripe effect, which does look like witch's ties. And then we'll go all the way to the end, and then we'll be changing colour. So I'll meet you back at the end again. So here we are, right near the end, just a couple more stitches to go. So again, double crochets all the way to the end, and then we're going to double crochet in the top of the chain 3. Now, because it is black yarn, it makes it very difficult to see the top of the chain. So sometimes you just have to wing it. We'll try and get it in, but as you can see, it's very hard to tell, but you will get used to roughly where it is by feel. Oh, I didn't yarn over. There we go, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through, pull up a loop, and we will snip this. Now we're done with the orange now, so we can move this out of the way. So we'll pop that to one side. Now we're going to be using our lemongrass. I'm just going to move all these out of the way so that we can see our witch stripes. Now I think it looks very good. Obviously orange and black, perfect colours for Halloween, so it gives a really good contrast. So at this side we are going to turn our work again, and now we're going to work the bobble stitch, which is also known as a popcorn stitch. In this pattern it is called the bobble stitch. So we're going to turn our work, so we've got the wrong side facing, and again we're going to join the new colour with a chain 3 in this chain space here. So insert your hook, yarn over, and we're going to pull through, and we're going to chain 1, 2 and 3, and we're going to, oh, I did that with the chain, with the tail. We'll just undo that, and we'll do that again. So insert your hook, chain over, make sure you're not doing it in with the tail now. Chain 3, that's it. Move the tail out of the way so it's at the sides with all your other tails. So many weaving in to do. So this time we're going to double crochet into the first stitch and double crochet into the second stitch. So at the edge we have our chain 3, 1 double crochet and 2 double crochets. So now in the next stitch we're going to work our bobble stitch, and to do that we're going to do 5 double crochets into that stitch there, but we're not going to complete the double crochets. Okay, so we're going to yarn over, insert a hook, pull through, and we're going to yarn over and pull through 2, so that leaves 2 on our hook. So that was 1, yarn over, go into the same stitch, pull through, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through 2. Now we have 3 on a hook. Yep, so that was 2, yarn over, go into the same stitch, pull up, go through, pull through 2 again. So now we've got 4, so So that was number 3. Yarn over into the same stitch, yarn, pull through 2, and now we have 5 on a hook. So that was number 4. So you can keep count, because you can see down here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to do one more. So yarn over, go into the stitch and pull through. Then we're going to yarn over and pull through 2 stitches. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hoops on our hook. Then we're going to yarn over and we're going to pull through all of these apart from the last one. Okay, so yarn over and we're going to pull through apart from the last one. Now we've got 2 loops on our hook. So yarn over and pull through both of them, and then you'll have a bubble stitch. So when we work, so we're on the back side at the minute, but when we turn over and go to the front side, this will pop through. And if they don't pop through, you can just push them through when we've finished the row. So now the repeat is going to be double crochet into 2 stitches. So there's 1 double crochet and 2 double crochets. So now we're back to doing the bubble again. So we're going to do 5 double crochets into the same stitch, so this stitch here, but we're not completing the double crochets. Okay, so yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, leaving 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over again, go into the same stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, and then we have 3. So that's 2. And then we're going to do it again, yarn over, go through, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we have 4 on the hook. So that was number 3. Yarn over, go into the same stitch again, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we have 5 loops on the hook. So one last time, because that was the 4th one, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, and now you'll have 6 on your hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we're going to yarn over and we're going to pull through all of them apart from the very last hoop. So then we have 2 on a hook. Yarn over and pull through that. So we're going to continue that all the way along, and then I'll meet you at the end. Right, so we're back here. We're nearly at the end. So just going to do our last bubble stitch. So we've got 3 stitches left. So we're going to do bubble stitch, double crochet, and then double crochet into the top of the chain 3 here. So the bubble stitch again is yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. Again, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you've got 3 on your hook. So that was the second one. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we've got 4 on the hook. So that was number 3. So you insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we've got 5 on the hook. Last one, so this will be our 5th double crochet into this gap. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So now you should have 6 loops on your hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to yarn over and we're going to pull through all of them except for the very last one. So then we've got 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through them last 2. So now we're going to do our final 2 double crochets. So 1 there and one into the very top of this chain 3. It might be tricky to see, but you will get there. So then double crochet, and that's the end of this row. So you pull up a loop, and we can snip this colour, pull that tight. So now we're going to turn our work the right way, and you can see all of the bubbles, and if they're not sticking out as much as you want, just poke them through, and our next row will secure them into place, so you don't have to poke them through every time they go back through. This one should tie them all in place. So now we're going to get our lemongrass colour, and this one's a dead easy row, so we're just going to double crochet all the way along. So we're going to insert a hook into that first stitch, put on our zest colour, pull through a loop, and we're going to chain 3 again, just like all the other times we've changed colour. So 1, 2, 3, and this time it's with the right side facing. So we're going to double crochet in every stitch all the way along. So we've got our first one, so yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now in the stitch that is the top of our bubble stitch, if you look at the V's, it's a lot bigger, but it's still just one stitch in there. Move these tails out of the way. So just insert your hook as normal and pull through. So they're slightly bigger, but you just work them exactly the same as any other double crochet, and you're going to work this all the way along, and I will meet you at the end. So we've completed the double crochet in the lemongrass all the way to the end, and now you can really see these bubbles popping out. So now we need to do another row of the bubbles. So we're going to turn our work to the wrong side. We're going to add a lemongrass colour again. Again, it's the same way as before. I'm going to insert a hook into that very first stitch there. Leave a bit of a tail. Attach the yarn to a hook, pull it through, and we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And this row is exactly the same as the witchy wart bubbles that we did before. So we're going to pull all our tails out the way so they don't get tangled up, and we're going to double crochet into the next stitch. Oh, came off my hook there. That's it. That's that one completed, and double crochet into the next stitch. And now we're going to do the bubble stitch. So the bubble stitch, again, just to recap, is going to be yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, leave 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, insert into the same stitch, yarn over and pull through 2, so that leaves 3 on your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, 4 on your hook, yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, 5 on your hook. Now we're going to do it one more time, because as you can see we've got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we need 5. So yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and now we've got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on your hook, yarn over and pull through all of them apart from the last one, and then yarn over and pull through 2, and it's the same repeat. So double crochet into the next 2 stitches and then a bobble, and you're going to do that all the way along, and I will meet you at the end. Right, so we've finished the second row of bubbles, and we can now move our green out of the way because we don't need that now. And as you can see, the bubbles sit right on top of each other. So as long as they're sitting right above, you know your stitch count is going to be correct. If not, then you need to double check where you may have gone wrong. They sit all above. So now the next 3 rows that we're going to do are going to be the witch tight stripes again, but this time it's going to be purple, black, purple. So we're going to go to the beginning of our work. We're going to attach a black, double crochet all the way along in black, attach our purple here, and go all the way along in purple, just doing double crochet, and then at the end we'll turn our work so it'll be the wrong side facing, and then we'll attach our black, do black all the way along just in double crochet, and then change to purple for our final row, and we'll just do purple all the way along again. So I'll meet you at the end after I've completed the next 3 rows, which will match these, but it's orange. Where this is orange, black, orange, it will be purple, black, purple. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. Right guys, so that's our witch's stripe and witch's warts and then witch's stripe tights all complete for this side. So that's how it's going to sit. So it's your vertical one coming all the way down the right hand side of the blanket, and you're working on the right hand side of this panel. So when you come to do this panel, this one needs to be, so both ends have the swirl top and bottom, but that one's the one with the, no, I've got that the wrong, yep, that's right. So the one with the skeleton is the second one down, that's the direction that that's going to go. So to start doing your witch's stripe on this side, you're going to start in that top corner there and work down. And then in the next video, we'll be working our horizontal panels, and they're going to have cat stitches. I've never done that before, so that'll be good to learn. Now the cat stitches, you have to chain and work into the chain. You can't work straight into the panel because otherwise your cats will be upside down. That'll make sense in the next video. Thank you for watching if you've made it this far, and I would love it if you would like and subscribe. The aim is to get 50 subscribers so that I can live stream from my phone, and then we can work through any issues that we might come across together, and can answer questions and do all that in real time. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.